Everyone thought he was weak. They laughed at him. They mocked his silence. Even the woman he loved looked at him like he was nothing. They said a real man would shout, a real man would fight back, a real man would prove himself. But what they didn't understand was that silence is not weakness. Sometimes silence is a man holding together a heart that has been broken too many times. And sometimes the quietest man in the room is the one who will walk away and build a life no one ever imagined. This is the story of a man everyone underestimated, until the day he left and never looked back. His name was Daniel. Daniel was the kind of man people rarely notice. He woke up before sunrise every morning, worked long hours, and came home tired but still willing to help anyone who needed him. He wasn't loud, he wasn't flashy, he didn't brag about his sacrifices. He just did what he believed a good man should do: provide, protect, love his family. But the sad truth about quiet men is this: people often mistake their kindness for weakness. When Daniel first met his wife, Melissa, life felt beautiful. She was charming, confident, and full of energy. She told him she loved how calm he was. "You're different from other men," she used to say with a smile. For a while, their marriage felt like a dream. But slowly, things began to change. At first, it was small comments. "Why are you always so quiet? Why can't you be more confident like other men? Why don't you make more money?" Daniel tried to ignore it. He believed marriage required patience. But the comments slowly turned into disrespect. Melissa began criticizing him in front of friends. She would roll her eyes when he spoke. Sometimes she would laugh at him, and every time he stayed quiet. One evening, they were at a family dinner. Melissa's relatives were sitting around the table, joking and talking loudly. Daniel was helping clear the plates when Melissa suddenly said something that made everyone laugh. "You know Daniel is the calmest man in the world," she said sarcastically. Someone asked, "Why?" She laughed. "Because even if someone stole his wallet, he'd probably say sorry." The table exploded with laughter. Daniel forced a small smile, but inside, something cracked. Not because of the joke, but because the woman who once admired his kindness now used it as a weapon. Over the years, the disrespect grew worse. Melissa controlled everything: the money, the decisions, the conversations. If Daniel tried to speak up, she would interrupt him. "You're too soft. You don't know how to lead. You're not man enough." Friends began to believe